Hello. It's time for more Minecraft. So as you can see, I'm level 78. And I finally did the math. I did the math on how much experience I'm wasting by letting my level get up this high. So, yeah, and it's really bad. It's so bad. But, uh, I still don't feel super compelled to do my enchantments at the moment. Look, Buster Beast came online.
That's right.
But anyways, so yeah, here's what the math looks like. I got a whole spreadsheet and everything. So let's go ahead and bring that in. So I'm level 78 right now. So if we up to down to level 78 on my spreadsheet here. All right, there we are. Um, Currently I'm wasting 80% of every additional experience point that I receive. So yeah, it means I could be enchanting 5 times as much stuff at this point with the experience I gain if I were to have just kept my experience low. But I also I found another calculation that makes it a little bit not as bad. So if right now I were to spend all of this XP on enchantments, I would technically only waste 33% of the total amount of XP that I've gotten since level 30. It's still pretty stiff. That's 10,392 XP. And for reference, to go from level 29 to 30 is only like 102 XP. So yeah, the numbers are not good. The numbers are terrible. But I'm still lazy. Anyways, I just thought that would be interesting for everybody to see. It's how horribly inefficient it is to wait to do your enchantments. So will I do my enchantments now? I don't feel like it. Not right now. Maybe later. The math was sure interesting to do, though. So what are you up to, Buster?
Comparing iron ingots, gold ingots, netherite ingots, and bread.
Comparing them?
Comparing. I have them in my hand and I'm switching back and forth between them.
I see, I see. It's like, which do I want more?
One of these is
Uh-oh.
food.
I think I just spent... Oh, no, that's fine. These guys keep giving me weird prices. I don't understand it.
I'm gonna go track me down a good axe and shovel.
Good idea.
Create myself.
Will it be netherite?
It will be at the end.
I'm gonna put this food away, because for some reason I'm getting bad prices.
I'm
Hopefully
low
the
on boats
prices will get
here.
better. What's that?
I said I'm low on boats. I've been parking them elsewhere because my base was full of them, and now I've passed the threshold. Now I want some back.
Yeah, I keep
I have to go
crafting
find
boats
them.
over and over and over again, and I just can't find any of them.
I've got some just like strewn out in the river. I need to find a place to grow this bamboo up on top. Right now it's quickly overwhelming my base. I don't have a place for it up top.
And then the other question is, how much bamboo do you really need?
I don't know. It can make sticks. That's its alternate purpose.
Do you need 2 of them to make 1 stick, or is it 2 of them to make 2 sticks?
I don't know. 2 of them makes sticks. The amount I'm unsure of.
Too bad it doesn't do like something else other than scaffolding and sticks.
You can feed a panda with it if those weren't extinct. You can power furnaces with it. That's what most people do. They just have like a farm that just constantly
Oh yeah, that would
harvests
be
bamboo.
effective.
Just pushes it into a box above a furnace.
So do they burn more effective than a stick?
I don't know. Either way, they multiply very quickly.
Hmm.
So I don't think it'd be too much of a problem either way.
Do they grow in the nether?
I
Cool.
think so. They probably grow anywhere. Most plants aren't too picky. Can't think of any that wouldn't grow in the nether.
Do they benefit from water, or do they just grow the same regardless?
They just grow the same.
So that's
I
the
feel like they
perfect
grow
nether
much
plant.
faster on sand for whatever reason. My base, I planted a row of them in the dirt, and then once some of them grew, I put them everywhere on sand, and they have much quicker grown on the sand. The dirt has barely done anything, but that could just be random chance, or maybe because they're close to a wall.
I figured that being close to a wall, it would only like either make it work or not work. It wouldn't be like an in
Right?
between.
Like there's like they're free on 3 blocks, and there's a block behind them. Like they're up against the wall. I don't know why that would just stop them from growing or slow them down significantly, but they are still growing. Strange.
Oh, is that a zombie villager? I think it is. Oh, how am I gonna get him out of here though? Need to make some more torches.
Oak touch on an axe.
I use that for melon gathering.
I'm trying to think of why I wouldn't want it on there. Trying to think of any downsides. None
Hmm.
are currently coming to mind.
The only thing that I found is when you're trying to break bookcases.
Oh. Yeah, that won't really bother me. If anything, I'd enjoy that. That way I can move them without losing all the wood.
I've got a second axe just for breaking bookcases. I've got
Breaker.
I've got the yaks, and then I've got the yakety yaks. The yakety yaks is for bookcases. I need another boat. I'm always needing more boats. I saw a crafting table back there, but oh, hello, Maggie. So I'm just making an extension to the underground city. Oh no, he took damage. All right, I need a boat. Uh-oh. This guy's gonna be a problem. I've got to take care of him right here now. Alright, let's make this boat. Oh no! I'm not in time. Hmm. Alright, can I make the boat fast enough? Oh! Alright, I have the boat. Hmm. Alright, I think this is a good place for him.
I've run out of names for my equipment. There's not that many characters in the fighting game that I was using.
About to move on to the sequel. Is there a sequel?
Yes.
It's all the same characters.
No, it's got quite a bit more.
Alright, so
I could also go backwards and go to the one before that has a couple different characters.
Ooh.
Not familiar with either of those two games. Though I have both of them, I prefer the second one.
Down to my last golden apple. I wish I could shoot triple golden apples and keep the middle one. I wonder if I have any more gold in here. Oh, there's some gold.
Keyboard not working?
Keyboard.
Minecraft is ignoring me.
Hmm.
I could press escape, but it wasn't letting me type anything in the end. Okay, now guess I had to tab out, tab back in, then I was allowed.
I think I'll make some more money. So I got this thing going now where I've got this librarian. He sells me glass for 12 emeralds. So then I can go over here. I can craft that glass into glass panes. Then I can sell it back. And I get 12 emeralds back, but now I have a whole lot of extra glass panes. So this is infinite money between these two guys.
Reminds me, years ago there was some. Ah! There's a hole with a zombie in here I just walked into.
Watch out for the zombie hole.
Why is there a zombie hole? I put him back. I am still questioning why this hole exists.
Where are you at?
The main base, the chest room. There's a hole dug on the floor, 2 blocks deep. There's a zombie in it.
Not a zombie villager, just a regular old zombie?
Nope, just a regular old zombie.
This is odd.
He's very anxiously looking up and away, like, like he knows he's not supposed to be here. I assume he'll despawn. But he spawned. It's dark enough in this corner for him to spawn. Somebody dug a hole in the back of this room.
Oh. Maybe it was like, I remember there was an explosion in the chest room, or outside of the chest room, and it kind of opened some stuff up.
There's some wood here. That's probably what this was.
I see. Ooh, that guy
Luckily, the
changed
thing that
quick.
spawned was not a creeper and also fell in this hole. Because that would be a very bad thing to have just get you while you're going through chests.
So I need to decide on a new job for this guy. What should he be? Already got one cartographer, I shouldn't need another one. 2 farmers is probably enough. The mason. Got, what, 3 masons in here, or 2 masons? I see 2 masons. I thought I had a... Okay, yeah, there's 4 masons in here. Alright, so I've got 4 masons and 2 farmers. I have no idea. I mean, I could make like a butcher or something, but like we don't actually butcher any meat, so get a butcher wouldn't make much sense. Oh gosh. I guess I need to like take this guy somewhere safe for now.
We don't have many shovels around.
Well, hey, Brando, stuck at work. Oh man, that sucks. No shovels?
I found one mostly broken one. And one that has silk touch on it.
Alright, so this guy is safe. Now, I gotta think of what his job will be, though. Suppose I could make some more money if I have somebody else to buy glass panes. I don't think I want to do that, though. Yeah, I think I've reached the point where I have, like, all the villagers I need over here. I guess at this point, maybe cheaper armor for the underground village, maybe? Oh, you know what? I just remembered. There's some more arrow types that I needed. Let's go ahead and do some arrows. Alright, so I need a bunch of... I need, like, 2 flints. Flint. I guess I don't have any flint on me.
The sun's just rising. I was going to go out to fight stuff. There's nothing to fight. Except there's always something to fight if you look hard enough.
Yes. We have the pillager outpost.
Exactly. That's where I'm headed.
Let's get these, we'll get these quickly. I just gotta grab my other shovel out of here.
Showing the comments. There we go.
Alright, that should be plenty.
Nice. Real good bunny rabbit. Someone just posted in my chat. Real good.
What's with all the bunny stuff now?
Don't know.
I saw some other bunny
Chasing-
stuff earlier.
Was chasing one around a pine tree a little bit ago. He was trying to figure out how to eat the tomato plants. We got a fence around them.
Oh, they're coming in and feeding my villagers. I don't like that. Alright, so we buy sticks. Problem is I don't have a lot of wood down here. What was that? What are you doing coming around here trying to make more villagers? Alright, so I may just need to do a really large wood delivery. Let's see how much wood I have on me. I can get to my
That
boxes.
was a cow. That was not a pillager. Easy mistake. Whoops.
Yeah, I do not have a lot of wood down here. We'll start with this wood, though. We should get somewhere with this. Alright, bows. I can buy some bows. I don't want to buy too many bows. I guess the number of bows I could buy was the exact amount that I wanted to buy. I do need more chests now, though. Bows. I'm dropping bows into the box. Crossbows. Okay, I guess that's next.
I didn't do that. Oh.
good
Apparently,
morning,
if something
Ellie.
dies to your thorns, counts as you killing it. So now I have a raid banner.
Oh
Whatever. Add-on.
no! Do you need me to construct a place where you can safely commit this raid?
I think I have a bucket of milk over here for that reason, but I don't know.
Oh, that can work. Interesting. That's kind of funny how that works. We want to kill you. Oh, you drink milk? Oh, us
calcium?
too.
We want nothing to do with this.
Oh, I put these in the wrong box. That's no good. Brothers, let's sit and drink milk together.
Ooh, the only thing is I don't remember if I moved that villager out of the outpost, and that's where I would have kept the milk. And I accidentally killed the cow that was roaming the fields, so I can no longer milk that one. I'll have to do a quick search. For some local cows.
So I'm gonna have to come back and fix my Fletcher up later.
Cows round here.
How now, brown cow?
Have me a drink. I am now no longer the target of a raid.
Yeah, I would have never thought that you could get rid of a raid with just a glass of milk.
It's all it takes.
It
Just
makes
drink your milk.
It makes sense though. Nobody's ever raided my house, and I drink milk every day.
See? It's proof of evidence of it working.
Indeed.
Let me check. I think I have that villager down here still. Okay, I hear an Enderman. That's not what I'm looking for.
I forgot to make torches.
There's an Enderman stuck in here. Yep, an Enderman and a villager are stuck in the same boat.
Ooh.
Well, at least I know they're not going anywhere.
You could play that song that they used for the Smash Brothers commercial. Me and you and me.
I don't think I heard that song.
No matter how they toss the dice. Oh man, I can't sing.
Nope, not that one. Smash Bros. All I can think of now is the World of Light, and it drives me insane.
It's an old commercial.
I'm just gonna stand on top of this pillar, hope that nothing pushes me off, and I'll be back in a moment.
Right. Alright, I got some coal here so I can make some torches. So 2 pieces of wood is enough to make a full stack of torches. Interesting. Ah! Ah! Yeah, they're not really hurting me too bad. Torches, on the other hand. I gotta worry about my torches. Is this a full size? Dude, I think it is.
I hath returned.
Welcome back.
Should put a chest with a milk bucket closer. Actually, I bet there is one closer. I just forgot about it. Something just blew up in the distance.
I'm surprised you could hear that from where you are.
Got good ears.
We need more torches.
Reminds me, I didn't light up the hole in the basement. I should have done that. Oh, it has begun to rain.
Oh look, this guy made a new buddy. I feel like I want that guy though.
Ew, I have a bucket of milk inside the pillager base. I didn't remember that I put that there.
Ooh, it's a thunderstorm.
lightning just hit in the field. It almost hit that poor pig. I would have watched a pigman be born right before my very eyes.
That would have been cool.
Would have. The creeper wasn't too far off either. Could have had a charged creeper. That would have been even cooler.
Yeah, that's why I would want another trident.
Yeah.
Because then I won't have to farm the wither skeletons anymore. I'll just get them into a nether portal. And then take care of them that way. Oh, that's the wrong pickaxe. Maybe I should do my enchantments. But I don't wanna.
You can't make me.
Oh. But you know, now I know. I know the truth. I'm wasting 80% of any new experience that I gather.
Quite the percentage.
Indeed. I would have never guessed it was that high. I don't want this garbage. Get out of here. Any more garbage? Let's see. Potato. Garbage to me. I don't think I've ever made it to level 80 before.
It is quite achievement benchmark something. Oh, there's a word for. Okay, the Endermen are teleporting around me. They don't like the rain. Quite a milestone, 80. Not as much as 100. Now that would be impressive. Gotta be what? That'd have to be. What was it? An 80% loss on that one? Already?
It's 80% at level 79. Well, let's bring up the thing again. So, let's see.
100%.
Scene.
I can only imagine it get worse.
Alright, so if we're going to look at level 100, at level 100, we are wasting 85% of any new experience that we gather. And if we do a full run of enchants, then for the entire run, the run overall is at 75% waste. That's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
I think I'll get level 80, and then at some point I'll do the enchantments, and then next time I'll like go for 85. Maybe. Okay. Oh yeah, I've got a bunch more stuff I gotta sell. Maybe it'll get me to 80. But I know that it's 5 times harder to get to 80, 79 to 80, than it is to go from 30 to 31. Oh. You guys are all sleeping. Wake up. No. Make up.
Every box has like one Silk Touch book in it at least. They're all over the place.
Yeah, I'm not too big on the whole organization. See, if I organize them, then it'll reduce my chances of finding what I need by looking at one box.
Yes. Unless you find a way for it to reload whatever you take out.
Oh yes, that'd be really tricky though.
It would be.
Okay, put this remaining stuff away.
We have an efficiency villager.
I do. I've got efficiency 5. He's over here with me.
I need to purchase a book.
I will purchase some on your behalf because I do get the good deals.
I would appreciate that.
Let's see, where's my books?
Reimburse you with some monies from our infinite money farms.
It looks like I might have used up all my books. Well, no, here's 15 books in here. Alright, so he charges only 17 in the book. How many do you need?
Just one. I only need it for my shovel.
Alright, I bought 2. They're in the box down here in my house.
You have a house. Oh, you're in the
My
underground.
underground village house.
I have not seen it. I have not been down there recently.
Well, when you come over, I can show you around.
Shall.
Let's see, do I get another chance to trade this guy? Oh wow. He's doing even better deals for the glass panes than he was before. Now it only needs 1 stack. That's crazy. We'll also buy paper. I've got lots of paper, but I don't know if I want to actually transport it. Sounds like a job for a shulker box. Okay.
Or 7.
Or 7. Okay. So I guess I can go get some more stone. Oh, I forgot to put my pickaxe on while I was trading. But no, I guess it's been in my hand this whole time. I probably had it on.
Would it be possible to go down one of the beacon things? Do you
Oh
have
yeah,
blocked
both
off
of them are
glass?
safe.
Safe as in I will smack into something if I try to climb down it.
They're safe if you drop down without trying to maneuver.
My brain panicked anyways, so I just glided out of the bottom of it with my elytra. It's like you're gonna hit the ground, you're gonna die.
That guy mad at me? I don't think so.
Could a yaman live?
Alright, I'll come back so that I can show you.
That house has carrots on top, and that's where the iron golem lives. He's looking at me out the window.
I think you might have gotten the hint.
See a nameplate. Aha, there goes a yaman.
Oh, there you are. Oh,
Well,
right this way, sir. In this box. Make it rain in here.
thank you very much.
No problemo.
Oh, I think I've seen you. I think I was watching your screen or something when those guys were escaping.
Oh yeah, it was a disaster.
No, I was in here. I just didn't remember. Yes, my leaf house. I remember having windows. I guess I always did, because I could always see the yard next door.
Are you about to try your leaf house out again? You gonna run your course?
I currently am.
I see.
Alright, I think that's 1 full lap. I still got it.
Do you still have it though?
I do.
Are you sure? Can you keep going?
Oh, I sped up. Okay, no, that I was like, oh, I'm going faster. Whoop, through them. All right, that would
Whoa!
that would do it.
Oof.
It's
I don't think it's
not
possible
designed
now.
for that.
It no
Oh,
longer works.
the jump boost. That's what it was.
A lot of these jumps can no longer be made.
Yes, you had to strategically not jump before in the corner ones, but now you have to. You can't not jump on the normal ones.
And then this
Can't
one right here,
also
you
jump
simply
'cause you
can't
hit
get
your
on.
head.
Oh, did you find a route that works?
You have to run. Sometimes. You have to run and jump at the very last second. Do that one where you hit your head. You're crawling under the leaves.
I set you up for failure.
So it sort of works. It's just very difficult. This one right here.
We've upped the difficulty level.
Yes, I'll have to get used to that one.
I feel like it's not possible though. Like you actually did a full lap.
I probably could. So let's start on this low one. I hit my head already. This way, it might be easier. It's definitely easier that way if I didn't overshoot everything. Because then from the tall one, you get to it. It does give me more options on where to start, but I also hit my head so much that I don't go anywhere.
I'd say it's probably inappropriate to have the jump boost enabled in a practice area. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, because you definitely won't have that. But the swiftness is also a thing.
Oh, true.
Or at least
yeah.
that I have potions I generally drink.
Yeah, but this is swiftness too, so.
Right. I don't use that on mine. I'll
And
take the 8 minutes over the 30 seconds or whatever it is.
I don't think the swiftness 2 is negotiable, but we can take the jump boost off.
No, swiftness 2 is very welcome. Oh, yes, my boxes of stone.
If I
There's a
raise
bunch
the
of
roof
emeralds in this
one-
one. This top one has a stack of emeralds and a bunch of bricks. Someone's been using the storage.
Yeah, I think when my place was full of zombies, I was tossing stuff in there.
It's funny, those chests were there when I cleared out the walls over here, and then I just poked a hole so I could reach them through the house.
I guess I'll sell some of this stuff. That way, chest will be ready to accept new material.
Oh. We're working on a new expansion over here.
Oh yeah, we've been expanding for a while now. Actually, though, like the bottom layer, that's not supposed to be dug into yet.
Ooh,
The
there's a
rule
big old
is-
slime.
Oh yeah. We got lots of slimes around here. I don't have enough. Actually, I think there's a box somewhere around here, just full to the brim of pumpkins and melons. I'm gonna go see if I can find it. Hey, Geraldine.
Okay, I killed one giant slime. How many slime balls do you think I got from that?
27.
35.
Dang!
He was a very gooey boy. Other than the skeletons that were shooting at me. It was quite the pleasant experience.
Careful, he might have had COVID.
It's just some mucus. I got my gloves on.
I should have
Touched
said
him
that
with a
word.
sword.
Now that I said that word, there's gonna be like a bunch of fanfare and stuff on my video.
I don't know. I imagine when you said fanfare, I imagined like trumpets and confetti.
Basically, but it's gonna be in the form
Yeah.
of like a 37-page essay, like right surrounding my post about all of the truths.
What's that? Is there a farmer here? Ah, you have a roof farmer, but there's a hole in the new zone where I can see out of.
Ah,
I thought we had like an escaped colony of villagers that were making their own secret
that'd be pretty
civilization down
great.
here.
That'd be a really interesting mod.
The
It's like the
Within the
villagers have neural
walls.
networks, and they just like start doing their own thing.
It started off as just a couple supplies going missing. Nobody really noticed it. A bunch of seeds went missing.
I'm earning too many emeralds. I got no room in my inventory.
The jump boost is quite nice to hop between the houses. That is a creeper in the middle of town. Wonder where
That's
he
not
came
good.
from.
I guess the cool thing is we can turn those things on and off whenever we need to. It's not too bad. It just costs 1 emerald to switch it.
See if I can discover. Aha! There's a single floating block of stone that he probably spawned on and decided he doesn't want to be up here anymore. Walked out.
I'm pretty good, Geraldine. Things have died down a little bit recently. I'm not getting quite as many viewers as I used to get, but it's all good.
As a baby zombie just fell from the sky as well. That's not good.
Yeah, that kind of stuff happens around here. We've been creating a lot of zombie villagers that way.
Where are they coming from? He fell out of this ravine.
There's a lot of messes to deal with.
Yeah, there's quite the dark spots over there and up here. I don't have fireworks, or the torches. Torches are how you light things up. Do not use fireworks indoors.
It lights up pretty well, but only for a few seconds.
For a short time.
I already used up all my torches, I guess.
Temporary in the greatest of definition.
And 2 pieces of wood. Some sticks.
Complete the glass roof or something.
Well, apparently I had
Just
torches in
falling
my left
down
hand.
onto the glass so they don't die, and then they fall down onto the ground. They've got it all worked out. They give me
They've
their
probably
wardrobe.
They even calculated it. They're like, so if I fall here, I'll only lose 30% of my health. And if I fall again, I'll only lose 30% of my remaining health. Seems like a deal to me.
I can't lose.
He did the math. The monster math.
Do we have a grindstone anywhere around here?
Let's see. Do I have one over here? Do not have one here. I think there's one in the library.
The library.
Oh, I'm level 80.
Who is the library?
The library is the building that Bethany decorated. Did you find it?
No.
I'm here right now.
I didn't know there was anything in here. There is something in here.
This is the library.
Maybe I have been here. Take all the level 1 protection off all these leather hats they dropped me.
That XP is actually valuable at level 1 and level 0.
This was only like 10, so now I'm 13. That's a good start.
And this guy keeps buying. I'm making too much money nowadays. I'm just rolling in it. My inventory can't fit all this money. Alright, where do I put the stuff at? I want a box that's mainly for... Yeah, this box will work. I think I need to do a harvest too. So I'm level 80. I don't want to do it. I think I gotta though.
I just have to... I'll eventually have to put mending on these 2 tools, but I feel like they'll break much slower than my other ones as I don't use them nearly as much.
Indeed.
Cyberpunk Pumpkin Highway, I just see you running down.
Cyberpunk Pumpkin Highway?
That's right. It's all these lights and this weird trapdoor floor on top. There's just an iron golem looking at me from the
Oh yeah, it's
river.
kind of... I didn't think about that. It's Designed so that way it takes up the least amount of visual space possible while still preventing any of these plants from getting stepped on. You can just
And
run
up
right through.
here, we have
Easy.
skeleton spawner right here. A couple, very few blocks away, we have the spider spawner.
This is so weird having the jump boost right here. I can just I can clear this jump, and I would never be
Yep.
able to clear this jump any other way.
So
Is that how you got up
16
there?
blocks apart. Yeah, I just hopped over there and went up
Oof.
the semi stairs.
Hmm,
They become real stairs at some point.
they do. I still got jump boost for some reason. I guess it takes a little bit.
We've got our skeleton. We've got our spiders, which are spawning under the ground because apparently there's an air pocket.
That's a good place to keep them. Is there any way that we can keep them from getting out while also being able to hit them?
I don't remember if we can hit them through. There are conveniently some stairs in this box.
Ooh, ooh!
Let
I've
me-
got a feeling they're gonna get out though.
I don't think they can fit through that, do you?
Well, they're gonna. Oh, I see.
Yeah, there's no
Ooh.
way they can get out of that. They flow up like a really slow pipe.
The spider pipe.
Come up here. Come on. Where you guys go? How you guys getting in there? I can see light. There's a hole. They can just fall out. That's not good.
Oh, if you still
Ow.
got poisoned somehow.
I think I stepped right here. They must have got me. Oh, look at that. I have milk in my pocket. I don't need it right now. I've only got 2 seconds left. If it happens again, I'll be prepared. Uh-oh, there's a creeper.
Ah! This is a pretty good place to set up an AFK mob farm, isn't it?
Yeah.
But do these actually generate quickly though? I mean, I've never
Rather
known.
quickly.
I've never known these to really work that fast. I feel
Much
like
quicker than no spawner.
the string is really the big thing here. I guess the spider eyes are pretty cool too.
Yeah, XP is what most people do them for because they don't even want either of those. The skeletons, they'll go for the arrows or the bones are nice.
I feel like villager trading is way faster for XP than what these could possibly spawn.
Probably. But these were all designed and created long before villagers had worthwhile trades or experience.
Some people just don't like dealing with villagers.
Myself included. Uh-oh. There are poison spiders upstairs as well.
I wish there's a
I don't know.
spawner up there.
Yes.
Or maybe the
Yep.
spawner is producing them up there.
Probably is. It can reach that far. Do you have a fortune pick in your
I
hotbar?
do.
Would you break those for me? Thank you. I shall make some torches and make this place a little safer.
Well, not too many
Right.
places in the world where you got two spawners that close to each other.
Well, it's probably a pretty small chance. And the fact that one's a dungeon and one's a mine shaft.
So I can't actually collect this stuff.
I don't know if
Maybe
they were
we need
spawning
a-
up here.
maybe we
Oh,
need
there's another
another
spawner
stair.
directly above us.
Triple spawner? How
Yeah,
close
I
is
remember
it?
this place now. It's a good couple blocks up. Let's see if I can make like a hole or something to it. Just cave spiders everywhere. Got so much junk on me.
I feel like this is a good hole right here. Still can't grab half that stuff though, can we? I guess it's a little bit of ways off.
It's very close to the skeleton one,
Oh yeah, yeah.
right above. So all you have to do is stand in like a certain range of them for them to be activated.
Hmm. I feel like at some point this could become like have some tunnels going from each one to a certain location, and then just like
You could just
they
build
just
like a
flow on
little,
in.
like a hub where you just stand in the middle and everything flows down into a nice pit for you. And it
Hmm.
hits them with like a.
Oh yeah,
If we want the experience, we want some of the damage to be ours.
we
So
got room for a dropper, but the dropper will only affect the not the spiders, right? Spiders don't take fall damage.
they
Do
do.
they?
It's just that they like to grab walls, so you just have to make it a little wider to
Ah,
stop them from doing that.
I don't think we have a lot of room for a drop though. I mean, we go all the way down to 0. What are we at right here? Oop, I can't actually see.
28 from the
48.
ouch. But it's easy
Let's
enough to skeleton. Wait, do
erase
skeletons
them.
sink now? I guess we can use double columns. That used to be all mobs float, but now I think some sink. But we also have ways to make them float.
I think the other thing is if you're not standing close to them, then they're not going to produce. So we can't really be standing at the bottom of a
As long
giant
as you
drop.
see the thing spinning, I think it's active.
Maybe it just goes by like which chunk you're in.
I think they're. I want to say they're like 15, but that doesn't seem like enough. It's
Well, the thing is,
30.
like with the sweeping edge, do we really need a dropper? I don't really need to drop them.
Right.
We'd have so much string that we could make wool down here.
We could. 16 blocks. As long as a player. Where did it go? Yeah, as long as the player is within 16 blocks of it. And it spawns them in an area that is 9 by 3 by 9.
Yeah, this might be the only place in the world where we have 3 spawners next to each other like this.
At least that we found.
Yeah.
The double cave spider is common because, you know, they spawn all over in the tunnels. But
Yeah.
the fact that the skeleton got mixed up in this is pretty neat.
I'm gonna go do some more mining. Wait, no. What else was I supposed to do? I was supposed to use my enchants. You know what? Level 100 or bust. We're gonna waste some XP. When I get to 100, then I'll do more of a or above 100. I'll do more of a video specifically about the XP loss that I've had. Whee! So getting to level 100 right now from this point is only about as hard as getting from level 30 to 31 100 times. That high jump's pretty awkward when you're trying to climb stairs. Fireworks!
You hearing some?
Yeah, man.
Been happening most of today. I had some people in the garage shooting each other with those little, like, string hoppers you pull on. And 2 people in the garage earlier, like 3 foot apart, shooting each other. Yep, I'm getting out of here.
Yes, it's not something I want to be a part of. I wonder how fireworks are illegal. I guess they're not dangerous enough to be considered arms. Therefore, we don't have the right to have them.
Correct. They nobody wrote any laws. No, there's nothing they can do to help you really. They're not gonna defend you from like a home invasion.
I feel like, though, it maybe could.
You are correct. I agree with you there. If I went to a house and explosions started happening, I would assume it was a gun and leave. And if
I'd
it
probably be
wasn't,
more
and just
scared if
like
there were
a
fireworks.
big fiery bright light came at me, I would also run. They have been illegal in this state for a long time, in my state, but I think this year they're currently working on legislation that you're allowed to have them. Because they were always sold here. You just had to sign a paper that says you totally weren't going to set it off in this state.
Yeah, it's like laws like that are just so stupid. It's like the law is designed such that it's like
More inconvenient.
the police can do whatever they want. That's what the law is.
They can be upset with you about it. Yeah, the Ohio used to have a deadly weapon law, which is anything that could be used as a deadly weapon was illegal to conceal on your person. A pencil, you could stab somebody with that.
You
That can
definitely
be
could.
considered. That can be a deadly weapon. So it was basically a law that allowed anybody to just on top of, generally like on top of charges, or if they needed a charge for you, they'd be like, just look through your pockets. You got like a tactical pen or like a little pocket knife or maybe even like a hammer or some kind of like tool, like a screwdriver. Those are actually used in stabbing so often, but they could just get you for that.
Mm-hmm.
But recently they changed it, so now it's no deadly weapons are illegal. As long as you're not using it as a weapon. So you can carry brass knuckles around and like spiked gloves and like switchblades and like ballistic knives that like launch blades and
Ooh.
all kinds of like crazy stuff. But as long as you're not using it as a weapon, you're fine. So you
Hmm.
just have to
Not
be
even
able
if
to
it's
justify.
defensive?
No, not even defensive. You cannot say like, "Oh, I have this pocket knife for self-defense reasons." No, because that means you intend to use it as a weapon. So as
Hmm.
long as you can justify that that's not going to be used as a weapon, you can have it. Which is fine for me because I like butterfly knives and gravity knives and that kind of stuff. Those are cool to me.
And you don't intend to fight with it.
No, I intend to flip it open to open a box and cut my finger on it.
The thing is, though, if somebody attacks you, I mean, obviously, you're going to use
Use
what is on
weapon
your
if
hand.
necessary, but that was not the intention. That's not why I was carrying it. I have now begun work on this triple farm just because I'm here and my brain's like, build something. All right, I'll put it to good use. Yes, but it used to be most people would just drive to the nearest border of the next state, buy a bunch of fireworks in their car, and then come back here. And then they're like, okay, all this is doing is taking sales tax out of our state. So now we are allowed to buy them in the state, as long as you say you're not going to set them off. And I don't know why they decided this isn't working either. So you could just buy them in the state. Please don't burn it down. A lot of grass, a lot of hills and mountains in southern Ohio,
Mm-hmm.
and lots of dry fields in the rest of Ohio. I
I
guess
don't,
it's like in most places.
I don't know if fireworks are legal here. Sounds like they are.
I wonder if there's also like, even though like fireworks are legal, there's also like the big ones which you need like licenses to buy. Which those are not included in the fireworks are legal. Those are the ones that like people sell them to you. Like make sure that after you're done with these, you like burn the packaging so there's no evidence that you had these. People will come after me. Ugh.
Didn't get it from me.
Mm-mm. I hear stories of like uncles that work at like lime plants, like excavations, like taking quarter sticks of dynamite and stuff like that for their fireworks displays. Just like, it's not even a firework. This is just a thing that's going to explode very loud. Which is, sometimes that's all they want.
Mhm. Well, what are you doing up here, guy? I guess it's safe. Yeah, I don't understand like when like rights, like when you need to claim your rights to have your rights. Like the right to remain silent. Like you have to tell the officer that you want to use your right to remain silent. How is that a thing?
You don't have to, but it makes it generally easier and like to understand. Because if like you're using a invoke, I don't think what you're. I don't know if it's considered the right to remain silent. What I'm thinking of is like the right not to testify against yourself, pleading the fifth, which
Yes.
is yeah, same thing.
I guess that's not technically in the Constitution as the right to remain silent.
Right. So you just have to invoke the right, because otherwise they'll just be like, you're suspicious for not answering questions. Or they could probably get you for like wasting police time or something like that. But if you say specifically, this is what you're doing, then they kind of have to acknowledge that that's what you're doing. They won't get any more information out of you. But if you just like close your mouth and just like look at them and like make weird faces, they're gonna be more confused and suspicious, I feel.
At the same time, though, it doesn't make sense that you could have the right to remain silent, but you can't be silent about taking the right. It's illogical.
Right. And it depends, I'm sure, on the court, whether the specific one, whether you can get repercussions for not saying or not invoking it verbally, because you shouldn't. But then there will always be exceptions. There's always people who are like, well, if you just said that, things wouldn't have escalated, or you wouldn't have wasted police time, or, there's always people on both sides of everything. What is this? That is smooth stone stairs. Why are these here? Uncovering ruins in here or something.
And this place got messed up. I don't know what happened over here. My excavation.
Grab more food. We got food down here, right? We got farms.
I think I've got a bunch of carrots that I bought. You can look for golden carrots in my house.
A creeper and a witch hanging out, plotting against me. Alright. That was a good first move. First move, the witch hit me with a slowness potion.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I can two-shot creepers.
Uh-oh, I'm in a hole.
And then she hit me with poison, which I am more upset about.
Doing alright, Al. Just working on my excavation. It's gotten a little tricky. Something happened down here where somehow... I guess maybe there was a cave here or something. It messed everything up. Like I had a set of rules in place which was letting me mine very, very quickly, but it all broke down right over here. Keep getting all these monsters spawning. They can't do much to me, but they sure are a pain. We're doubling the size of the underground city. I really need some dogs. If I just had like a pack of like 10 dogs right now, that'd be really helpful.
Well, what would they do for you?
they would go and kill all these things that are shooting at me.
Oh, yeah, I guess if they hit you, they'll go after them. I wish you could, like... I wish it was more in-depth. There's like a... What's it called? Like a... There's a mod that I played with, like a companion mod, where you get a stick and you can issue commands to, like... And you can change them from, like, guard modes to, like, aggressive to, like, attack anything in range, or attack only things that attack me, or just don't attack anything.
Yeah, that'd be helpful because sometimes they really do some annoying stuff and you care about them. You don't want them to die.
Yeah, you catch them with your sweeping edge like 4 times in a row, and you're like, dog, this is the end of you.
You wish you could build like us? I don't even do much building myself. Like, what have I even built on this server? I built my catamaran. I built part of a modern house. Part of my underground house. Buster does a lot of the big time building around here. I kind of enjoy fighting and farming. Like, the building sure is what makes this game worth playing. But like I don't feel the need to be building all the time. These villagers are always sleeping. Do I not have enough? We got 4 of these in here. It should be enough. And I need a macro to do this for me. Sell this stuff. It does take forever, but I spend a lot of time on this game, so doing something like excavating the underground city, not too hard, especially when you have, what's it called? And this guy's not giving me any good prices anymore.
Haste and efficiency.
Yeah, haste 2, Instamine.
So I'm quite familiar with doing everything with stone tools. So I'm just like, I don't feel like going and mining or getting stuff. I just want to build a hole that goes down to bedrock in the desert. So I go through, let's check the stats. How many? I break 52 stone picks and 48 stone shovels.
Yeah, I'd never break those. Never use them.
Like, I'll get my stuff later. I want to build a cool hole in the sand first. Don't know what possesses me to do these things.
So,
both inefficient and soul crushing.
I've mined 198,000 netherrack and 159,000 stone. Actually, here's an interesting one: 33,000 melons and 28,000 pumpkins.
I'm only at 45,000 netherrack and 35 stone. And I've thrown 5,000 netherrack on the floor.
Ooh, I've got my mark of shame right at the top. I've killed 1 axolotl, and I've never been killed by an axolotl.
Wow.
First thing when I saw an axolotl, I'm like, see if it drops something cool. Nope.
Was it? That's not even on my list. I guess I've never killed one. Mine goes bat. You've killed 5 bats. A bat has never killed
you. Just imagine, a bat has killed you once.
I've been killed by a creeper once. I killed 319 of them. Killed by an enderman once. Killed 212 of them. Killed by a hoglin once. 2 magma cubes. Those are the bad ones. Magma cubes are tough. They hit so hard.
I don't think I've ever been killed by a magma cube. Have you?
I've been killed by them twice.
Let's take a look at what things have killed me.
I doubt you have. It was during my exploration of the nether, looking for the green biome. a lot of them spawn in like the nearby the like bastion biomes, the tall, gray, ashy ones. They're just everywhere constantly, and they hit really hard. That was before my enchanted armor. What is happening? I hear a lot of zombies.
So
Tell me there's like a zombie spawner right next to this thing
that
too.
would be crazy.
It would be.
So I've been killed by creepers 3 times. I've been killed by an Enderman once. It says I've never been killed by a hoglin. But I thought that was the one time I got killed by it.
No, I think it was probably a piglin brute. is
Oh,
probably
I
what
see,
got
I
you.
see.
The
I've killed a
hoglins are
horse, apparently.
the big one, the big piggies that are scared of mushroom.
Ooh, I've been killed 3 times by iron golems.
Oh, I guess that's a hazard of the work.
Never been killed by a magma cube. I've killed 2,300 of them. Apparently I got killed by a phantom once. Oh, I remember how this happened. I left my character AFK once, and I came back and my stuff was on the ground. And it was a
by a
phantom that
phantom.
probably got me.
Apparently, I've been killed by a skeleton.
I got killed by a piglin once, and a piglin brute once.
How many wither skeletons have you killed?
I haven't gotten to that point yet. Let's see.
Oh, it-
Ooh, never been killed by a pillager. Apparently a skeleton got me once.
Yeah, they always seem to. They're always in there getting that last. They'll steal a kill from anybody.
Yeah. Ooh, I've got killed by Vexus twice, actually.
Oh, those are annoying. I'm surprised one of those hasn't got me. Probably would have if the pillager didn't hit me first.
I wonder if the Vindicator ever killed anybody himself. I've killed 17 Wither, never been killed by a Wither. Wither Skeleton is 1,236. Never been killed by it.
1,200? I've only killed 111. Because you did have to farm up all them withers, and I only
did.
helped with like 2 skulls max.
Yes, and we use those as decoration.
How many zombie piglins?
Zombie piglins have killed me once, and I've killed 5,589.
I guess they probably earned it by that point.
Yeah.
I've only killed 145, which is still more than I expected.
Have they ever gotten you?
Nope. Probably came very close.
I still remember like it was yesterday. I was running through the nether, and I tripped in a hole. And they got me. And then I told everybody that was watching to pretend that never happened.
Don't tell anybody. We'll never speak of this again.
Oh, hello, Edmar. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I got a bunch of garbage in my inventory I gotta get rid of. I gotta waste a lot of experience to make it to level 100. Let's put this stuff away in a box.
I'm building a device that I'm sure will slowly help. If it gets finished by that point. What can happen first? You hit at level 100, I make a triple spawner farm.
Only time can tell.
Oh, it's... Ah, yes, the sun has setted. I still have my bike rack on the back of my car. I was thinking about going back out, but time has passed for that. There was like one of the local parks I go to is a quarry that they filled with water, and the parking lot was just like cars everywhere, and they're all just sitting on their cars with like music because the water wasn't open yet. So they were all just like hanging out in the parking lot.
People actually swim in the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it like super deep and dangerous?
Cold? This one, it's like mostly shallow on one end. They have scuba diving on the other end.
I see.
But yeah, there's like It's like quite deep. There's like cars and like weird cryptic like junk down there. They're really cool ones you're not allowed to swim in. But the water's like super clear. This one it's kind of like grainy blue. So it's just like slightly more foggy. You can't see in it, and that's what makes it not as cool.
You'd think they would make it legal to be in the clean ones more than the dirty ones.
I wonder if that's why it's not clean anymore.
Oh yeah.
You're not even allowed to fish in that one, I don't think. I think there's like a sign on it that says like you need written permission from the police chief. Or something like
be
really
here.
weird because I was reading it last time. Just to fish, you need like written permission from like the chief of police.
It's an easy place to get disappeared.
Yeah. There's a hole in this house.
Right, I think we've taken this whole place down to this level.
Ah, yes, the creeper viewing platform.
I've yet to see a creeper spawner.
They do not exist.
They did exist at one time, but they all blew up.
I'm sure. Long ago. Top of this tree is missing. Sad. Yeah, like every adventure map or whatever that have ever had a creeper spawner. It's exactly what happens. Creepers spawn, they blow up.
No more
dead.
spawner.
No more spawner. Didn't last very long. Okay, I'm out here looking for food. Other than stealing all these potatoes and having a bake-off.
Mmm.
There's
Need some
a
butter for
single
those baked
carrot in this
potatoes.
box.
I'd say if they get some butter, you put some butter in those baked potatoes, they should do 4 or maybe even 5 health. Health. Hunger levels.
I've never been much for baked potatoes, but many years of... I'm sure they taste good.
With butter,
As I
they
eat
do.
potatoes many other ways.
Without
Always
butter,
been-
they're not good.
Always been one for boiling. But now it's just easier. You get a potato, you stab it with a fork, you put it in the microwave, and you got a hot potato. And you just mush it with a fork or something, and then you put butter on it. Eat it, skin and all. That's where the nutrients are. Eat the red potatoes, they're even better.
It takes a lot of
Spent
work
too
to eat a
much of my
potato.
life not knowing the varying colors of potato. Gold potatoes. Not a fan of those. Look too much like corn. They also are harder. Take longer to cook.
I don't think I've ever prepared a potato for myself.
Last weekend I spent a good 2 hours scrubbing dirt off a potato, and then slicing it into like half-inch thick discs, and then punching it through a giant blade insert that cut them into little cubes.
Hmm.
And then I put them in a bag with like ranch powder.
How many potatoes?
Lots, at least a sack and a half, probably 3 bags, so probably like 2-3 pounds. No, not pounds. How many bags? How many pounds are those bags? I don't know.
I always think of like 20-pound bags of potatoes.
It's worth that much, but probably maybe 5 or 10. I don't know. Yeah, but then you mix them up with like ranch seasoning, and then you stick some butter in there and you cook them. You got like tasty potato cubes. Ranch potatoes, one of the best. Torches. No, I do not. I found another danger zone. Ooh, yeah, there's creeper. I found the bad side of town, where the creepers hang out. Ah! A zombie fell out on my head when I said that. Scared me. I'm just past the stalactite maw. It's completely grown over the dripstone.
Oh yes, I stopped working on it because I didn't have haste 2. Guess I could clean it up now.
Yeah, there's like a couple half-built like ruined houses in the corner here that are dark and full of and covered in creepers.
It's the bad part of town.
Yeah. It leads into like a strange. This is where the villagers would hang out to plan their escape. A strange back room leading to dark caves. And there's like weird terracotta on the floor. And some moss on the ceiling.
I should make the
Stop
back
them
rooms
going on.
here.
Oh, definitely could. We have the mining abilities.
We just need like some yellow carpet and yellow terracotta walls.
Yeah, that'd probably work really good.
'Cause I think aren't the back rooms supposed to be
They're like
yellow
that
decor?
like faded yellowish white standard wall. It's too dark in here.
We probably have a guy who'll sell yellow terracotta. It's I don't know if I've seen a guy who sells yellow terracotta. A lot of times I sell glazed terracotta instead. There's black terracotta. It's not even black though. I'll have to keep a lookout.
Oh, I can hear fireworks. My dog is sleeping on the floor. He really does not like fireworks.
I don't know of any dogs that do.
He came from a 4th of July party, though. Went to like a birthday party, 4th of July, and came home with a puppy.
How does that happen?
A couple houses down, they had puppies. They were giving them away.
Ooh. So now he's
We
got a
went down
buddy.
there. Nope, that's who he is.
Oh, he is that puppy.
Our lone dog. The only big dog my parents have ever had. Lab with 1/4 boxer, so he doesn't have the giant head and the giant feet. Works out pretty good. Because he has sent someone to the hospital needing stitches because he looked up at them and they bent down at the same time and he cracked their head open on his head.
Really?
Yeah. My mother, she needed stitches across her eyebrow. It was
Did the dog need anything?
No, he was okay. His head's freaking solid.
Oh, I just
Number
seen
of
a zombie
times he's-
villager.
Turned and walked into like shelves or cupboards and it sounded like someone just hit it with a bat. And we turned like, "Are you okay?" He's just like, "What was that? Did you hear that? Was that me?"
Oh no, no, I accidentally hit him. Oh, he's gonna die. He died. Too bad.
City is growing too much. There's too many strange places for me to find.
Yeah, just
It's
imagine
like,
how big it's gonna be.
It's turned from like a player created structure to like a naturally generated thing for me to explore. You guys are building it. Because I just saw this hole in the ground. I was like, what's down here? I come down, it's dark, and there's like crazy shapes on the floor, and there's a man's face sticking out like, hey. There's a Fletcher down here in a dark terracotta room at bedrock level. That's
Are
where
you
the
over there right
beacon
now?
is.
Is it the north side?
You're almost here. Yeah, there's the hole you just went by it.
Oh, this hole?
Yeah, there was no torches down in the basement, or at least there wasn't any at the entrance. Because there was just a villager right here, like looking up, like, hey, come down here.
It looks like Hambanen has done some expansion since I enabled the Haste 2 beacon.
Yeah, look at some nice underground areas.
I remember when Bedrock, when you were this low, like there'd be like this dark, dark fog everywhere.
Oh yeah, did they just get rid of that? I thought I had it turned off by a setting.
Yeah, I think they got rid of it, which was
Or
very
is
welcome
it-
to me.
Yes, definitely is. Is it gone because of the new depth limit that isn't in the game yet? Never mind.
Yeah, it's been gone for a while now.
I remember it was always like the first thing. I'd get Optifine, go in and turn off Void Fog. Oh, yep, there's 2 more fireworks.
Even
Probably
if I
does
had,
start getting worse.
even if I had a way to disable the void fog back then, I would never like make anything that deep because it would just like just the thought of the fact that it's actually supposed to be like nasty looking. I wasn't interested.
Right. If any, I would just turn it off because it like made my game run better because it wasn't trying to render fog that I couldn't even see
Hmm.
back in the day when I played on like a laptop I got from school.
I think fog is normally designed to reduce the.
But I mean, it's not like it's blocking anything out from my vision. It's just
Yeah.
extra foggy particles or whatever it was. Yeah, I remember I would turn off lava animation, turn off portal animation and portal particles. It's like needed every edge I could get.
Oh, did you know you can jump on top of these houses in one jump with this on?
Ooh, that's nice.
You have to
It
shift it.
looks really weird when you do it. Like it looks like you shouldn't make it. Like the
Let's
way you're
see.
just like and like bounce. It looks so weird.
You don't have to bounce.
No, the bounce is just you holding space, I think.
Yeah,
You can make it up just by jumping. You don't even need a shift.
you can make it up just by jumping. Oh, you can.
I think
Interesting.
shifting lowers your head, not raises your feet. This isn't source rules like we're used to.
I guess signs don't block you. I guess we can work the bamboo into like part of a larger parkour course.
I put a couple torches up above. You see the viewing platform over there? To that way. There's an Enderman in it now, and a zombie.
Viewing platform. Yes.
There's a creeper.
That's not a place you want to be viewing from. That's where the monsters watch us.
Yeah, that's where they watch us. We're the zoo.
Oh man, the rooftop jumping is really quite exquisite down here.
Yes. We just need to like some strategic slime blocks to like bounce
Oh
between
yeah, especially like to cross this pond here
across the river. Yeah, we need to like
to the higher
come up
buildings.
with a design that looks like a tree, but it's actually slime or something. Something that would fit into the style, but also give us the edge we need. Can't make this, it's too far, too high. Like if I made like a hanging lantern off of that, would that actually be enough for me to jump on?
Nope, too high.
Yep.
Probably need something subtle. I'm gonna add
Of course,
something
Minecraft,
subtle.
you gain momentum by jumping. So if you did like some running up jumps first, or if I could time it right. Wow. Well, that's much easier to get to.
Nope. No, it's not.
It should be.
Put them on this side instead.
Oh, there we go.
You made it?
We're goofed. Well, we could just jump from the iron fence. That's what I just did. I missed. But did I only do it because I had the momentum from my previous jump?
See if I can do it to here. Nope. It's just too large of a jump to really set that up. Oh, wait, whoa. I just made it up. Yeah, I think it involved the iron fence. So it's like you
Right.
just don't jump. And then you jump when you reach the fence.
Yep. It's some serious difficulty to land on that iron fence
That's
with your
tricky.
momentum. It took me like 10 tries there.
Yeah, I don't really like this part of the course.
Too difficult. Difficulty spike. Bad course design.
Oof. I guess I should put some like hanging things to make this glass not look like it doesn't belong.
Why is this glass here? It's so low compared to where the ceiling is.
That's where the ceiling used to be.
That's what, and it's enabling the mobs to fall on us now.
Maybe it's better to just remove it at this point.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I'll remove it.
The bad side of town is building up its numbers again. I can see a skeleton with enchanted bow patrolling the rooftops. Oh, I've been spleefed.
Oof.
I was gonna say, what did they? I know they added like tinted glass that stops light, and I had to think of what it was made from.
Somebody
It's
broke every single ladder
amethyst.
here.
What'd you say?
Somebody broke every single ladder on the way up to this thing.
I noticed that. So you have to like just climb this and then jump onto it. Who would do such a thing?
I think they did it just by like accidentally doing this.
Seems likely enough. No, this is definitely not gonna work.
Maybe one higher.
There's my strategy. Only possible with jump boost.
Ah,
This ladder brought to you by
a
Jump
dangerous ladder.
Boost. Sponsored.
Go do a little bit more mining. The other thing, I haven't actually done any searching for guidance.
There's a villager out here trying to get into a house.
A house which has blocked him from entering.
Yes. He has no job, but he wants to sleep.
Yeah, I've discovered that the only reliable way to let the villager AI understand they're not allowed somewhere is to use slabs instead of trapdoors. Then it makes you so you have to hit shift to get through, but probably the best way.
I led him one step closer to his target. He's now stuck in the doorway instead of outside it.
So I bought a new server to run screen sharing on, but I haven't developed the software yet for it. But I just couldn't pass up the good deal. It was $25 a month, and I get 200 terabytes transfer space or transfer per month. I think the main thing I need to do with it, I'm gonna make it like a, like Castor and how Castor can send stuff to multiple places. That's my first idea for it. So that way, like, when you're trying to send your thing to Facebook, you could send it to my server first, and then my server can forward it on to Facebook. But it could also forward it to everybody else who's streaming on the server.
Mm-hmm.
Then we could all have each other's full fat screens, fully live, depending on how good of internet connection.
Right, that'd be probably pretty demanding for some of us.
Yeah, like what is your downstream speed?
What was it, like 5? Or no, the up was like 5 or something. Down was like 100.
I say you'll probably be able to take everybody's full fat streams then. I think it'll probably be helpful to SDog too. And yeah, you could probably also use it to stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time like I do.
Nice.
It's not necessarily better than Caster, or at least it won't be at first. But it'll be free. And it'll also provide the ability for us all to see each other's screens totally live.
This Steam summer sale, I've noticed that the games I want, none of them are on sale. The games I have and I play, those are like the Deep Rock Galactic that I play and the Barotrauma are both like 50% off. Like the best sales for my favorite games, I don't even know about them.
That's weird. Like, I don't know why anybody would not participate in the sale. Like, I've got all of my products on sale on Steam right now.
The Simplo doesn't show up as on sale because it's free.
Yeah, the base one's free. All the DLC is on sale.
Right, so you don't see it at first.
Yeah, this is PC, Joseph.
Java edition.
Yeah, I feel like the way I've got it set up is maybe not quite ideal for getting the most out of my sales. And at this point, they won't let me release them as separate products anymore because it's already been released as one product with a lot of DLCs. I do pretty well on the weekly sales though, because the weekly sales, the DLCs get put in alongside everything else.
More chances to hit it. To see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned it the other day. The only reason I thought to look at that is because I saw Steam. Galman is now using Simply Sweet or Simpload Sweet. Yeah.
That was very much by design.
I was like, huh? What's that?
I was relying that on being my main way that people would find out about it.
It works.
Well, the problem is, like, most people don't like to, they don't like it to be telling everybody that they're playing it, which it has a switch where you don't have to do that. But most people turn that switch off. I think if I didn't have this switch, these people wouldn't be happy at all, so gotta have it.
Right.
Though I had that switch in from day one, I knew that people would not like it if they couldn't do that.
This X is nice. My inventory's full. Broken bows, broken crossbows. That like scared me. I didn't know what that was. I turned the corner, I just saw this like white hand, this bioluminescent white hand reach around the corner. There's a foot of a glow squid in a pond down here.
Ooh, we should name it.
I'm gonna name it Darwin because it's trying to drown itself. It just climbed out of the pond.
Oh, well, if we name it, it's not going to last very long.
Right in front of me, it's plopped itself out of the pond and just like that's how you die. I shoved it back in.
Yes, I wouldn't want to waste a name tag on Someone that'll
Yep.
die so soon.
You have to make sure they don't have access to the edge of the pond.
Apparently, those
It's-
guys are a lot more rare than I thought.
Really, I feel like they pop up quite. I mean, they're really the only thing that's going to spawn in underwater or underground water.
Mm-hmm.
So, with those conditions, what other things could spawn?
Couldn't anything that spawns in water though be there?
I feel like drowned don't spawn normally. I never find them underground.
Yeah, it's pretty rare to find them. They appear out of nowhere often, but like if you go looking for them, they're never there.
I feel like they spawn in certain sites. Like the wrecks and like the ruins, they spawn all around those constantly, from what I can tell. Anywhere else, they're just like not interested.
I haven't found any by a wreck.
Yeah, like the shipwrecks and like the ruins underwater.
I found
Every time I
some.
go to check those things out, they're there.
I found some ruins and I found nobody there. Ooh, we got a master. Oh no, he didn't even offer an arrow of any kind. This guy's a rip.
Get out of here.
I feel like I'm gonna let him be free. He does not need my protection. Let's go grab a boat. Freedom! Alright, guy. You want let's look at your trades. Yes, I'm afraid the rent is due. And you don't have what it takes. So this is your eviction notice.
Has he been affixed or whatever, so he can't change his trades ever?
Yeah, he cannot.
You're in the boat.
Shout out to Ray. Going on, man? Oh,
The guy's like, take me with you. No. Cartographer.
now who would want this guy? I don't think anybody does. I'll just set him up and bring him. You know, he'll find his own place. I'll just take him far enough away where he won't try to find his way back.
Economy. He'll find his own way. Buys feathers and string and plant and sticks. Also buys tripwire hooks for some reason.
Spider. Alright, so long, farewell. And good luck, man.
You're on your own.
I just love harvesting these things. With super speed, too.
There's a zombie down here.
I feel like I might make another row of these. Maybe not, though.
Ah, the mason. He sells yellow terracotta.
Ooh. Does it look like the back rooms, or does it look too dark?
It looks like sherbet ice cream.
That
That
sounds
could
like
just be my monitor because it's past sunset, so my monitor turns orange.
it sounds like what we want.
It does. He's roaming the bedrock zone down here.
He's in the back rooms.
He's down here already. He's volunteering. Let's get to work.
Oh, I don't want it there. Bye! Alright, we can only buy 12 at a time.
Did you find him?
I've not found him. I'm gonna enter through my grotto entrance.
Where did he go?
Do I have emeralds on me? I do not have emeralds on me.
Sounds like I can hear him. I wonder if he went upstairs. Is it nighttime?
I never know down here. Looks like not.
We need to build like a big, like clock tower or something. Something that uses like daylight sensors and lights up a lamp so we can see how far the sun is.
I wonder why they never like made clocks give out a redstone pulse.
Did they not? That's really a shame. Because they can detect like rotations in item frames.
Yeah.
Clocks are like one of the least utilized things.
So let's
I
see.
found it.
Your favorite entrance is right
Oh,
here.
he's a dangerous man. He's just got a pool of lava right here next to him.
Is he still down here in the back rooms?
Yeah. I may have just broke someone's decoration. I dug up a piece of ore in the wall, and I see like fences behind it, and I think it was part of like a wall that somebody made out of lapis ore. There was only one piece, so I didn't know.
The back rooms down here is pretty large. I can't find you.
Keep looking.
I don't see how
In
this.
the backest of the back rooms.
Do they all link up, or is there like two separate sets of back rooms?
I think they all link up.
Oh.
The entrance we're at now is right next to your house. Oh, you got him.
All right. We got 12 yellow terracotta.
He started at the other end, but he walked his way over here. Your house is right outside. Up these ones. He was like down a long dead end hallway with lava at the end.
All right, let's see how this looks on the wall.
There's a creeper.
For some reason, I don't have haste right now. What is going on? What do I have?
Yeah, I haven't had haste. I got jump boost and speed.
Oh, I
switch
took haste
to jump
off.
boost to mess with me.
Yeah. Why was there? Oh, these are from the floor. I don't know. Maybe this is too yellow. Could be too yellow.
Yeah,
Or not
it needs
bright
to
enough.
look like a very like faint vanilla, like the most boring color.
I don't think there is a light yellow terracotta.
There's not a light yellow anything in this game
Hmm.
that I know of.
This might be the closest you can get. When you light it up with torches, it's not so bad.
But by design, the back rooms are slightly more dim with like overhead fluorescent. I don't think
we'll need end rods.
Those aren't hard to get. Not where I go. I don't even bother picking them up most of the time. I have so many in chests.
So you can make those with coarse fruit, can't you? Or no, do you need something else? You need the endstone also? Wait, what?
My guy doesn't know how to make anything.
What is this? Is this...
It's like he's forgotten every single recipe. It's like, what can I do with 8 cobblestone? I guess I'll just have to eat cold food. What could I do with a block of coal? I guess I'll just have to build with it. You can pull it apart? Crazy. It's like how you had coal before you had this block. How did you?
Oh man.
A person saw like a 2x4 and thought it grew out of the ground like that. Where is the wood?
2x4s don't grow on trees.
Farm. Well, yeah, all this like lumber stuff. Why is it so expensive? I thought lumber grew on trees. Yeah. but not the wood or the oil that they treat it with. Apparently that's a big point of contention these days. With all the markets having their difficulties. Very few things are simple and straightforward in one ingredient as people think.
Mm-hmm.
Like
So I need
especially like the cheap OSB boards and that stuff that have all kinds of weird glue in there. What do you need? Go.
to do a big wood run because I simply don't have enough wood.
I
Well,
like this little 2-story house.
you wanted to show us. Actually, I don't know if I can give it to you. I think Handman and probably made it.
It's right next door to my leaf one.
Hmm. Let's take a look. Which one?
This one right here.
This one?
I just came in because it was dark. I put some torches in here and broke a block that was stuck to the ceiling. This is it's a pretty nice place.
Ah,
It's a decent view. I can see part of the town center. I can't see the fountain.
and it's yours. Executive decision.
It reminds me of like a European like apartment. Like as soon as you walk in the front door, there are stairs directly in front of you, and there's also like a path to the left from old like cartoons or something. I don't know where that design is coming from in my head.
I don't know if I know of it.
Those like old tall brick buildings that are all like packed side by side.
Yeah, they do have like the townhome thing going on everywhere. Right, I'm gonna go get a bunch of wood and bring it back.
I just grabbed some planks when I was in the mine shaft. I was like, I will just take these. You guys don't need them.
It really just doesn't make sense to grow trees down here. So there needs to be trade with other towns. Okay, the best way out of here is this way. Zoom! We need some lumber support.
This. Ooh, looks like a staircase that goes up. Oh yes, this auto, this jump boost is quite infuriating.
So, yeah, these ender pearl holders, they just don't work anymore. The pearls just disappear. I don't know why. They're just never lasting anymore. Pretty sad.
It is. Oh, this leads to. Where am I? Oh, I'm on the other side of Bethany's base. Interesting.
Ooh, this farm has been ready for a bit, I guess.
Alright, a bunch of zombies are pouring down after me. 5 of them. Convenient single file line. I feel so slow now that I'm not in the beacon.
Oh, yeah, I've got the same thing going on over here.
Where am I now? Next to a tower of granite in the middle of the woods.
Oh man, that's a disaster tree right there. Holy cow, I've never seen a tree do that badly. This is the worst tree ever grown here.
Oh, right. I don't have mending on this tool yet. That's why it's not healing. That would do it. Gotta go put mending on these things then.
So I'm gonna repair this area manually. And these torches are infuriating.
Yeah, I feel like the big companies are the ones that don't participate in the summer sale. It's Dark Souls that isn't on sale. The Bandai Namco, figure they don't have to sell. They have the only copy of the game.
Ah,
Previous
yes.
copy
Anybody
that
wants it, then
Yes, the copy that the people want and they stopped selling is now going for like $170.
oh dang.
People are selling their Steam codes. And that's the cheapest I found it anywhere.
You already have
Like,
it, though, don't you?
I have it for PlayStation 3,
Oh,
which PlayStation 3 can barely handle it at some points.
ah,
Get some serious frame rate problems in one part of the game, especially if multiplayer is going on at the same time. You get like 15 frames a second. You look the wrong way, you get maybe 5 or 10. It's not good. I see people every day making bigger and bigger mods that basically remake the entire game with new armors and weapons and areas and monsters and
you can't play them in the new version.
crazy. Basically new entire games just using this as a skeleton. But I'm almost positive that it only works on the old version because that's the one that's way, way easier to mod. They're not identical. You can't make like something that works with both. Or at least not without extreme difficulty.
I bet most people are just pirating it now at this point, then, huh?
Right. I'd even considered that at some point because of the fact that you can't get a hold of it
Yeah.
legally.
Of all
But I
the
couldn't even manage
excuses,
that.
of all the excuses, that's probably the best one.
I think there should be a law, like if you stop people from buying your product, then you can have no say if they get it a different way.
Yeah. So I don't have nearly as much wood as I thought I did, but I'm going to bring it all back with me. As well as some bamboo. I don't know if I'll grow bamboo down there, but I might.
There's a thing people like to play through the game doing, it's called the randomizer mod,
Mm-hmm.
which you've probably heard of that in some games. People like to, basically, you open up, they do it with Cheat Engine, which is already something you generally don't want on your computer.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, it goes into the game files and randomly reassigns like locations. So like I've seen people do it with like Resident Evil. So basically, every door, they just randomize which door it leads to.
Mm-hmm.
So basically remakes the entire game into a random order. People like to do it with Dark Souls that randomizes item locations and enemy locations. So it's like absolutely crazy.
I feel like with
You walk-
Resident Evil, that would break a lot of stuff.
It sort of does. There's like they've really got it like streamlined, like got it working pretty well from what I can tell. Other than like a couple crashes I noticed when one guy was playing, he was pretty upset by. He has like something about like enemies or something special things. So like keys can't be stuck behind doors that need the keys to itself.
Mhm.
And like stuff like that. It was like a button that was checked. Like they've somehow managed to figure that out. Something about health and ammo drops that I don't remember, either like turning them up or off or something. I don't remember. But even to get that working, because I don't have the game, obviously, so you have to pirate the game on top of that. And then no one has a working version of any of it that you can find. It's such pain. Like I have it on PS3 here. It sort of works. Can I have it for real, please? I'll give you 20. I'll give you $30. I'll give you 40, really. Just give me the game. Give me. It's almost its 10-year anniversary. It came out in 2012, so we're getting there. Can only hope that somebody will think about it. And do something nice.
Well, I mean, if they took it down, that is an indication they never intend to put it back up.
Yes. I'd like to have hope. You are almost, without a doubt, correct.
We can make more money if we stop selling this.
Yes, we'll just sell the new version that's $40 and has a couple changes that people have no choice about. Basically, they just sold people's mods because it was like, what did it change? Well, now it's 60 frames per second. We had a mod for that. The textures are actually not even better. They're just upscaled. We already had a mod for that, and the textures are better in our mod. The game had a very troubled launch. It was like really messed up frame rate that was like tied to game logic or something. And there's like a lot of problems, and like the testers, I guess, like knew about this and like reported it to the company, and they just didn't do anything. And they knew they weren't going to do anything. So the day the game came out, a guy released his mod, just called Fix, and it just fixed all the problems.
The official guy
Yeah,
from the
He was
company.
like, here you go. No, it was just like some random dude that must have like worked with them or like knew something about this, because he just within the day had like this like fixes the textures from downscaling, because for whatever reason all the textures are downscaled to like super low res versions that the Xbox and PlayStation could handle, and like a bunch of other dumb stuff that this guy fixed on like day one. So that's the only reason like people can support the remastered, because you don't need to mod it for it to be playable.
Yeah. And then you still can mod it, I guess.
Yes.
I noticed a lot of times when they remaster games, like with the Skyrim one, like they took modding as like one of the reasons why they did it the way they did it. Like they made it 64-bit and made it easier to mod.
Right,
I
but
don't know if that actually turned out into anything.
of course there's still lots of mods and stuff that only work on the old version, and I don't know if it's because they were made for that and hadn't been updated or anything, or if they couldn't manage to get it work with the new version, because that's what it seems like. It seems like it just won't work on the new version for whatever reason.
Could be they just didn't have the interest anymore because it was like this was like 3 years ago or something. Like I don't care about that no more, kind of thing.
Right, it looks like the ones that I ran into, because I was pretty late to the modded Skyrim scene. I was a PlayStation person for its main lifespan and release. But when I stumbled upon them now, like it's the Steam pages are so fresh and like recent. They're still getting updates, but just like it doesn't work on remastered. Huh. Luckily, I have the old version of Skyrim because they gave you a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd rather have Macho Man Randy Savage as a dragon and better trees or whatever they do.
Yeah, I think
Then
when
I
you
also
start,
downloaded the Better Trees mod.
I think the 32-bit limit though really limits the amount of mods you can put in
Hmm.
because you can only have a total of 4 gigabytes max.
Yeah, something like that. Makes me wonder if like their launchers or anything is there a way around that. Probably not if it's built 32-bit.
It's probably actually limited to 2 gigabytes because that's usually the way it is. Like, because the address space is usually split in half. So then, even though it's technically capable of this 4 gigabytes, you only get 2 gigabytes before it'll crash. And then there ends up being nothing you can do about it.
Started trying to clear away this bamboo in my base. It's growing back very quickly.
I've just expanded the bamboo into the underground city. We have some height now, so we can. I think we can fit a full height bamboo down here.
I don't know if it ever stops growing.
I tried to grow it once with the bone meal, and eventually it stopped.
It's gotta stop. Yeah, it's gotta stop eventually. I feel like it just keeps going.
Open this wall up one too many spaces. Yeah, this is a very big excavation project. I'm not even close to the floor level I'm supposed to be on, I don't think.
Very weird. There's like a bunch of bamboo that is still in the first stage that hasn't grown at all.
Wasn't that what you were explaining the other day? How once it gets to the second stage, it's faster?
Yeah. But I planted all this at the same time, and all the stuff around it is like stage like 6 or 7 blocks tall, and then this is just hasn't even grown from the first one. So I wonder if there's like a space thing, like it can't grow too close to the rest, but everything else is all packed together. It's just like random patches in the middle. Like there's a little diagonal patch, like 3 by 3.
Could just be totally random.
It could be. Knowing this game, it is.
And then it's compounded by the fact that you didn't start with a too high section.
Right.
And actually, you could just do too high and then break the top one.
It's like when you the weird spaghetti code in this game makes it so if you want like the highest efficiency farms, like wheat and melon farms,
Mhm.
the grow speed is actually connected to how many blocks of unused tilled soil there is around it. It's super weird. At least it used to be like that.
So you want more places for it to spawn, or less spaces for it to spawn?
More. So like you plant like a pumpkin stem, and then you have like a complete ring of 8 blocks around the stem that are all tilled. Even though it can't grow on, half of those.
Hmm.
And also wheat is like the same way. Like you put down a single wheat seed on one and you want a ring around it of tilled plants.
But
or
then
tilled
once it's
grass.
tilled, though, once the thing appears
The
on it,
melon,
right?
or yes, the melon or pumpkin will, but the wheat doesn't. Why the wheat needs it at all is the question. Oh,
Hmm.
Notch.
That's probably just so
meant
that
to
you
do
could
that.
like
Yeah, it
do
was like
alternating
something weird.
rows.
Weird spaghetti code like side effect when they first added crops that I don't think anyone ever bothered, or they did like a year or two ago, and nobody told me about it because I wouldn't know. Something weird most people wouldn't notice. I only know because the mod I play, or played a lot, is about that version.
Mm-hmm.
So like any weird part of the game is like amplified. It's like some serious focus is put on it because it's such a difficult mod. You need to do everything like as well as you possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm like, I know that people have to plant their crops diagonally because it like slows down if you have two pieces of like wheat seeds next to each other. That's a one block that's not empty. That's weird. Sure, that's not how it works on Bedrock because they know what they were trying to make when they did that one.
Yeah, apparently Bedrock is like super efficient and everything works great because it was just redesigned from the ground up with C++. Originally, I heard that it was written in C#. That's not the case, apparently. They need to provide a path, though, where you can import your world completely.
Yep, and
All
that'd do it for
items.
most people. And then the only ones you won't be able to get like that is the modders who use like the Anvil launchers and the big launchers that use like 400 mods.
Well, a lot of those launchers are like pirate launchers too. Like everybody's always like, "Do you use a T launcher?"
Yeah,
And
I don't know when that happened because that was never like that back when I was big into it. I used to be on a Feed the Beast server, big time. We used to play on there all the time with a bunch of these guys from Texas. And then our physical server that we all played on, and we had our own website. We would talk to each other on, and we had there was no Discord back then. I think it was just
TeamSpeak.
probably, yeah, I think it was TeamSpeak. Well, the server place got broken into, and all the servers were stolen, including ours. So we all lost connection with each other completely.
Oh,
Lost all our world and big fancy stuff. Our site and everything was just gone one day.
oh man, they gotta have backups. It's crazy.
We did end up finding some of us again. I recently found them. They're playing some other launcher, but yeah, back then none of it was like cracked launchers or anything. It was Feed the Beast is official. You have to have your Minecraft login. What's the other ones? FTL. It's now ATL. It's like 3 letters is one of them. Feed the Beast was like the biggest. Forge is like pretty much the biggest now. Forge and Curse. Curse got bought by Twitch, and then Twitch basically bought a Minecraft launcher and made it change its name to Twitch, which is really weird.
It is pretty weird because like, why do people? Do you need those launchers?
It makes it so much easier because it also allows you to like switch between any mod pack you want. Like say you have a bunch of servers you play on. Like this is my Harry Potter server where we all do magic mods. This is a different one where it's like a Diablo style like RPG. You get level up, you go stats, so we go raid dungeons to get drops and stuff.
I think the official client, though, the official launcher has support for multiple clients now.
It does now, yes. It didn't before. That was one thing that probably led less people to using their own launchers, and I wonder if that picked up the opposite. So like people that didn't have Minecraft that was like playing like cracked versions of it would just make their own launchers or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember there was a guy at my college we used to host like Minecraft like modded servers that we'd play basically during class while we were waiting. We'd like do our programming, and then while the teacher was working with the other students or whoever was behind, we would all be screwing around, like shooting ICBMs at each other in Minecraft.
You guys had programming classes?
Yeah, 2D, 3D, Flash. The heck else? I don't even remember what else.
I didn't know you had
A
those
bunch
kind
of
of
it.
skills.
They are mostly faded, I'm sure. I have not done much of anything with them in years. But yes, I went to school for computers.
Was that in college?
It was a special program where I went to my normal school half days, and I'd go to 2 different colleges on the other half of those days.
Mm-hmm.
And the colleges I'd switch every other day. Went to a community college, and then there was a tech center place in 2 towns nearby. So I'd go back and forth to those on top of my regular school.
I
That was
see.
neat.
I really didn't have a lot of good stuff available to me until like.
That was the number one thing. This was free as well.
Oh, nice.
Yes. A lot of people did it. A lot of people wouldn't even stay at their home school. They would go to this one full time because their regular classes were said to be much easier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how true that is. That was just what everybody said. Which I believe. I believe our school would just make things harder because they were like that. I remember elementary school, everyone having a horrible time, and the teachers were always just like yelling at you and screaming like, you need to know, you have to be able to write perfectly in cursive. You need to know like the entire element table and all this other stuff, because in middle school you will use this every day and you won't survive without it. And we get to middle school and they're like, none of that is true. Here's the calculator.
Yeah. I think cursive is dead now, isn't it?
Pretty much.
I don't know. Do they still force kids to do it? I don't think they do.
Probably. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they force them to do it, and then you get to, the next grade when you have to do reports and stuff all digitally.
Yeah, like they should just skip that completely and just teach people to type on real keyboards.
I say you can keep like calligraphy and stuff like that, put it in like a little art class, because it's pretty cool. Like writing stuff is neat,
Yeah.
and it can look pretty good. People like to preserve their history or whatever. And signatures are still a thing, barely. I know people that just like, I draw a fish with like a J in front of it. Like, all right, and that works. Like, it's my signature. It has to work. They don't have a choice.
The fall of the signature.
A guy just like, yeah, a vague shape of a letter and then a scribble behind it, or like a line. It's like a W at just a straight line off the right side. And I'm like, cool.
People don't write anymore with their hands, so it's like,
No, not really. If they do, they only do it for themselves, like to make a list or something. I do like shopping for my grandma, and she writes in cursive, and so many of the letters look very similar, and also she writes very small, and the way she writes, I'm just like looking at this for like 10 minutes. I was like, Mom, what's it say? She's like, Lay's potato chips. And I was like, this definitely doesn't have an L or an S in it.
oh god.
Lost my train of thought completely. My axolotls keep jumping on my pond. I've cleared away my bamboo. I have almost an entire inventory full of bamboo.
Is that about to become an entire inventory full of scaffolding? I wonder
Got
if
19 stacks.
I wonder if scaffolding is efficient to render.
I don't know, with all those surfaces and air blocks and such.
I think it all depends on is
How do you even make scaffolding? Because my game doesn't seem to know.
it's
Oh, it's gonna need the
String?
string. Okay.
It depends if it fits in the block rendering model or not. Although I don't know if like the actual default render is any good for Java Edition. But I'm pretty sure like for the at least for like the efficiency modded Minecraft stuff, like maybe Sodium, I think it does a thing where it's like it creates a surface where it's like all of the faces of a block that share the same plane get rendered in one render rather than as a bunch of different squares and triangles.
Building is nice. Apparently, you can. I didn't know there was biome-specific fishing. I guess
Me
it kind of
neither.
makes sense. But when I was looking at other ways to get bamboo, it was like you could kill a panda. Okay, if I find a panda, there's probably already bamboo around. Another one is in a jungle biome. Fishing, catching junk items. One of the junk items can be a bamboo.
Oh wow!
I don't know if
I,
that's true or maybe if that's the other version, but it was on the wiki and I
I did
read
a
it.
lot of fishing and never found one.
Right, so I wonder if it is biome specific. I mean, I know that this game has biomes. I
Yeah,
never knew things like that existed.
yeah, I found mine in a shipwreck.
Nice. I wonder if it counted it as like a fishing junk item and just threw it in there.
Maybe.
Because I don't know if that's in the regular, like, loot table for that.
Yeah, I think there was just one in there.
One's all we need.
Yep.
Now I've got 18 times 64.
As much as we want.
As much as we need. Which reminds me, I gotta put mending on these books before I forget. Or on the books. The tools.
Ooh, my melons just jumped out of my hands.
Some slippery melons.
I'm making money too fast. Too furious. I was telling people when I first discovered that I could make all these masons, I was saying like, oh yeah, it works. You can kind of make a little bit of money off of it. This has been the most lucrative thing I've ever done.
I think I got distracted earlier when I went to say this store, but that reminds me we used to have like a community server, not a community server, just a multiplayer server we played on that had like economy and stuff, and there was like a shops district, which is all run by plugins or whatever. But there was a stand that sold everything sold and bought. So it sold glass blocks, but it also sold glass panes. So we would go in and we would buy a bunch of glass blocks, turn them into panes, and then sell them for a profit.
Yes.
For whatever reason, they were the same price on this economy.
That's exactly what's going on right here.
Yeah, that's what reminded me.
Right in this room.
And so we were just doing that as quickly as we could, just racking up the money in this server. Just ruining their economy. And I think they made it so you just couldn't sell glass panes once they were onto us.
A lot of work went into these panes. It's very painstaking.
this? Oh, it's regular seed.
I hope that this underground village becomes twice as glorious once I finish this mining out. Wonder how far I have to go still. And I'm like jumping on the moon over here. Feels like we should be getting closer. Like I feel like I'm gonna start finding holes all the way down soon.
Where are you headed? Is this town?
Oh, this is just on the side of the underground village.
Or no, you said you're getting close to what?
To the ground level the target ground level.
Uh,
And I just opened up Destiny's house again. Is this what level is this? Let's come in here and find out. Oh. Okay, so I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm 7 spaces too high. Well, not exactly too high, but just 7 spaces more I've got to go.
every time I harvest my wheat farm now, I'm gonna think about the giant tomato blob that showed up one day. This giant red thing that grew in my farm. So confused. Turns out just a mushroom from hell. Nothing to be worried about.
Found another zombie villager. And I am 100% out of golden carrots, or golden apples, rather. Oh no, are you guys shooting at my dude? Don't
We've
shoot at my
got
dude.
plenty of gold. And I'm sure we've got a good stockpile of apples around. At least a suitable stockpile.
Yeah, I've got lots of apples. And so I need to quickly find a boat. We get another chance at another archer, I guess. Yeah, I just melted a bunch of gold over here. $48. Yeah, climbing stairs with jump boost. That's
You have to space it out and you can go 2 stairs at once.
ah.
I figured that out halfway up the stairs. By accident. Like I must have bumped it just right and it did it on its own and I was like, oh, I could make this slightly less painful. As long as the ceiling's high enough.
Or to put in real stairs works too.
Yes, that is more work.
Indeed. Indubitably. Alright, 6 more gold apples. Let's save some dudes. We'll save a dude. I like how I can just keep reusing the same arrow over and over and over again from now on.
I think that's probably a sanitation hazard. Get some cross-contamination.
Congratulations, you saved all the zombies. But now they all have. Let's see,
Big nose.
what's a good one to use? Now they all have hepatitis C.
The whole alphabet going on in there. Pretty sure you've shot just regular monsters with this crossbow by mistake once, so that's in there too. I think if we could just make them glow, just stick them with like some glow squid juice. Glow in the dark villagers.
Ooh. I'm totally on board.
Yeah. Much harder to lose them.
Let's see. Looks like I've not been buying enough golden carrots either. Let's bring some money out of here and get some. Got plenty of golden carrots now. He's gonna need this fletching table when he comes around.
Here, phantoms. I'm going inside.
Anymore, I'm afraid to like walk away from the villager. I don't want to wait the whole time though. I'm sure will he be fine? Maybe he won't be fine. Yeah, if he just had to put like this, some zombie killer come by and just whack him. I think I could probably get away with harvesting this first and coming back real quick. I don't think that'll be a problem.
Just leaving him unattended for a second.
Oh. Okay, I don't think that guy sees him. Uh-oh. Oh, that's kind of close though, actually. I think it'll be fine. I'll take a quick peek at him right now. Still safe. Somebody like right around here. I want him, but not bad enough to open up a hole there. Oh good, you're still alive-ish. I'll just deposit my new stuff.
That didn't work.
Sometimes they change a lot faster than others, it feels like. Oh man, there was a guy right there who could have spotted him. I guess it is a little bit far away. Will he change?
Flying is so much better than my boat. So much better.
Flying with the Elytra?
Yeah.
Don't you want to become an archer, sir? Guess I have to deliver him first. Whoa, there's my dude. My man. Delivering me the slimes. Slime City over here. Moving on up. Alright, guy, it's time for you to become an archer. Uh-oh. Did I make a mistake? Oh no. Aren't nitwits supposed to be wearing a weird color?
Green.
This guy looks like a regular villager, but he clearly does not have a badge. I think not having a badge is the indication that he cannot get a job.
Yeah, that should be the secondary one.
Okay,
Come
so
over.
I saved him for no reason.
Let me check him out.
Okay, so you know how I said you were moving on up? Yeah, it turns out you're actually moving on out. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah, you're right. It does look like a regular villager. Because he doesn't have the nitwit green. He wants to go back. He doesn't like this. Doesn't like the wide world.
Thou shalt not pass.
Check out the guy that's been stuck in the doorway over here. If I can find him. I don't like this, like light blue terracotta or whatever this shiny stuff is that the bottom of the pillar is made of. It looks too much like a creeper. Every time I walk by, I think I see one.
Really? Hmm.
I
Not
think
the
it's
right
just like the
color.
pattern, the shapes. Okay, that one's a real creeper.
Oh, I lost track of you. I think
I'm
there
in the
might be
bad side
actual
of
creeper
town.
faces in it, in one of these blocks.
This another creeper just walked out of that house. Yeah, this is the bad side of town. They got banners up and everything now. I know what's going to be in one of these. Oh, there's another one in here. Usually they're on top of the roof. Yeah, there should be a guy stuck in the edge of one of your houses. Running past things is like really bad for me because I'm just like, what was that? Oh, it's an iron golem. I thought it was like some kind of crazy. Oh, here he is. See, this guy doesn't have a badge.
Huh. He's in the right place though.
Yeah, I wedged him in here. He was just trying to get in for so long. Eventually, I opened the trap door and he walked in, and then I just left him like that.
Yeah, this is
Now
Ice Dog's house.
he's in limbo now. He just really wanted to get in and go to sleep in that orange bed. Oh, that's where my ender chest is. I left it in my house.
Ah. So that nitwit was wearing a lot of armor for being a nitwit. He must have been like some aristocrat's son.
Yeah, I was gonna say some lord's son or something. Here, slime. Where is he?
I think he's inside.
Oh, he's inside. Hello.
He's a biggin. Never had a house in a slime chunk before.
That's another 35 slime balls on the dot.
Yeah, I really need to develop my slime ocean machine soon.
My motion. This is a interesting house that's being built up here. This hand bananas, I'm guessing.
Oh yes, there's a
one.
lot of terracotta going on in here.
Mine was in. Yeah. The offset stairs. A
Well,
little
there's no
weird.
lighting in this room. Dangerous. He's gonna like get all of his
Oh.
terracotta blown up.
What is this? Is this
Diamond door?
it is diamond? It looks wrong. Did they change the ore?
Yes, they did. Actually,
I
no,
thought
did they?
diamond was the only
Diamond
one
was
they
the
weren't
one that
supposed to change. Yeah, it
maybe.
definitely looks different. Now it just looks like the redstone does now. Oh, it just doesn't look right. The fools. They know not what they have done. Oh, there's another slime.
It'd be easy enough to use the old texture pack.
Yeah. Wow.
Slime City.
Indeed. 41. There's a zombie villager strapped in a boat over here. Is this your doing?
Ah, yes, I've been waiting until I bring the whole level of this excavation down
Uh,
to the point where I could
what's
actually
he have?
haul him
Oh, he's got a
off.
bone.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't despawn.
He's got a pet slime too in the boat with him.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I actually made him smaller, though. He used to be a bigger pet slime, but I reduced his
Um,
size. It'd be cool if slimes grew over time, and you could just, like, farm them
like
that
you
way.
feed him stuff, throw items or other mobs to him, and they eat them and get bigger.
Hmm. Like in the animes.
And the mods. I can't remember what mod it's from, but there's a slime and beginning syringe.
Slime syringe?
It does what it says. Slime and beginning. You just stick a slime with it and it makes them bigger. There's also a rare type of slime called pink slime, which is even more disgusting than you think because it's made from a mach. It's a small chance of a side effect from a machine that automatically butchers animals.
Ugh.
Yeah, so it's just like a very small chance that the liquid runoff will become sentient and hop around. But it makes a much more durable slime. You can make like tools out of it that last like forever.
Mac
Not
deal? I don't know
not
what you're saying, but it
particularly
doesn't sound good.
good. Um, Too far. Now.
Pero pienso que no necesito tú aquí. Entonces,
Oh,
see you around.
oh,
Not?
oh, oh. Okay. Skeleton set on fire. Oh, he stepped underneath the ladder and the sunlight came all the way down here and burned him. Fool. What you get for shooting at me?
I don't have a quick button to remove somebody from my Facebook chat. No, bad deal. You don't need to be here. That kind of stuff around here. Actually, I think you're safe because I just can't even figure out how to get rid of you. So, I guess welcome to the stream.
Going the completely wrong direction. Excellent. All these beacons are disorienting me. I'm like, ah, yes, that way. No, that way. Oh no, it's like multiple North Poles. I'm trying to go towards them all.
Did both beacons at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
They both get you down here.
I'm trying to get back to the starter house. Whatever we need to actually name this thing. Starter base. That's what we call it.
I call it the community home.
Ah, yes, that's what you. My brain could not think of those two words.
Man, I'm poisoned a lot here. Taking lots of damage.
Not my cleric. Where's my cleric? You are my cleric. Sells glowstone. Nice. And lapis.
And Magdio went like a full 180 on what he was doing earlier. Like a whiplash.
These guys sell apples. And cake. And mysterious stew.
I spent 4 years in high school learning Spanish. I think I've got enough for any life skills that I would need. Not enough to really speak to people in Spanish. But more Spanish than what I need.
Much more than what I have. What is this machine I have discovered here? There's a sticky piston and a hole with water and an observer on top of it.
Hmm.
It's next
Oh,
to
that's
a
where I
llama
found out
pond.
that you can actually push water.
Oh, so it does work?
Yes. But I haven't been able to develop a proper machine yet.
Crazy.
Realmente no puedo decir mucho. Solamente tuve las clases de español por 4 años en la escuela secundaria. Y here in America, you don't learn much. You don't learn much in foreign language classes.
No. In my case, I didn't even take foreign language classes. They changed around our graduation requirements. And we were the first ones that were like, you don't need a foreign language. So it's like, I don't want one. I do not want French. I do not want Spanish. Those are the only options. I say no. And I think literally the next two, like, you now need foreign language again.
Yeah, it's a very true thing though that if you know English well, you really don't actually need to know any other languages.
That's how widespread that one is.
In fact, there's almost never a case where you could make more money as a native English speaker learning another language.
Unless you're going to become a teacher. Teaching people English from that language.
Oh yeah, that could work sometimes.
I know of a guy who went to Japan, and that's exactly what he did. He became an English teacher over there. I think it's really cool because he had a really deep voice, and he was from down in Mississippi. So I really I want to know the accent that those students end up with. Like a tough southern cowboy swamp man.
I guess speaking a little bit of some other people's languages is nice because it's like people know that you have some sort of respect for their culture automatically.
There is a boat in a minecart on the track out here. I'm just gonna leave that alone.
A boat on a minecart? Oh yes, yes. Hop in it and try to ride it around. It's a little bit counterintuitive in how it works.
Right. The boat. The boat is in charge. Oh no! I move on the rail though. That's really weird.
It kind of
off to the.
It goes like the opposite direction that you'd expect.
Yes, and now I'm on my way to the retirement home. Not. And you can only turn your head 50 or I guess 180 degrees because you're in the boat. You can't spin around like a minecart. That was an interesting ride, to say the least.
Buenas noches, Alejandro. I really did enjoy taking foreign language classes, though. It was like, do you want to be doing like math, or like other stuff, or do you just want to be talking to your friends in another language? Like, pretty easy choice. I think it might have been a little bit wasteful though, because it's not really so much of a life skill as an American.
Right? If anything, it'll just be like a utility.
Yeah.
Like you said, it won't be like a business help really, unless you're somebody dealing with like customers, like going out and helping fixing stuff. But in that case, you're going to need more than like a rudimentary understanding.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to explain how to fix something that probably already has its own weird words. Like we send out machine techs we got a couple plants. Basically, places that buy our machines are all over the place, but I usually end up sending them to ones in Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
and I am almost completely confident that one of the guy who's basically my uncle that they end up sending a lot has no Spanish at all. Just goes there and fixes stuff and just hopes they don't break it in the same way again. And then they go and they get like employees from around the world at the same company. So like repair team from like Italy comes and they go with him. Okay. So this will help them learn how to fix the machines, but also may confuse them even more.
I think usually like they expect everybody to know English, and in general, people have basic understanding of English wherever you go.
Yeah. Universal language is very helpful for everybody, but I understand like you don't want to lose like your culture, your origins and stuff like that.
Feels like there's no risk of that from what I've seen.
No,
Like
that's
in
like people's main argument against it, from what I've seen.
India, for example, like English has been their primary language or their official language for how long? Like 100 years or more. But yeah, it's not the language they use in their houses.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it ever has been. I don't know if it ever will. Yeah. But when they're asking for a job, they'll tell you that to your face. That's their mother tongue.
Yeah, these days most people just like, I want to learn Japanese so I can not have to wait for people to translate things for me. And that's it. I'm like, yep, I can understand where you're coming from there. Good luck with that, by the
Oh.
way.
¿Cómo se siente tu directo llegue hasta México? I actually don't understand that. Oh, so I can use the the Facebook Translate service and see it. How it feels to get your stream to Mexico. It's nice. When I was younger, I wanted to be in international business. And I wanted to travel the world. I do like interacting with people from other countries.
gonna go return the iron hoe that I accidentally stole from my own house. If I can navigate this boat cart back onto the track. Alright, it completely rotated the wrong way. I'm now going down the tracks backwards.
Yeah, you go faster by trying to go the opposite direction of which you're actually traveling. And it doesn't actually line up with the direction the boat is facing. It lines up with the direction that you're facing.
Weird. Oh, and the boat just went back on its own. It dropped me off and went, alright, see ya. It went back down the track.
Yeah, the first thing that happened when I set that boat up is it just took off on me.
Bye. Yeah, put the iron hoe back I stole from my farm before I forget about it. Then I'm going to get off here. My fingers hurt. I'm playing my computer game a little too much today. It's more specifically what games I was playing. I beat Subnautica on hardcore mode. That's a really fun game. You ever seen that one?
Subnautica?
Yes.
I've never actually seen it. I think I've seen a video of it once.
Pretty good.
You've told me about it a few times.
This is the new one, or like the... It's like right between sequel and expansion. I just left early access, and I wanted to redo this one, the first. Not because I need like a story or anything, just because it's fun, and I hadn't played it in a while, so I'd forgotten most of everything, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because that kind of game is all about like first-time discovery of an alien planet, all kinds of weird stuff. The fear of the unknown.
I feel like I might try it someday. Maybe.
Hopefully they'll have fixed. There's like one bug, one really annoying bug that still plagues it. And that's you got a submarine and sometimes like stuff bumps into, or like you're on, say you like park in an area that isn't flat, and for whatever reason your submarine like moves a little bit and you are in it while it's moving, but you're not like driving it or sitting anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and you like bump into the sides and it will just spit you out through the wall. And the game won't register that you went into the water, so you'll just fall to the seabed and be walking around on the bottom of the ocean. And you can get stuck down there because like if you can't climb back up.
And you won't run out of oxygen?
Nope, because it just thinks you're walking on the land. It's very annoying. I've had it happen to me. I think it happened to me 4 times in that playthrough, but that was like a 20-hour total thing. I figured out how to fix it for the most part. You just have to get back into the submarine. All except for one time that didn't fix it. And I had to just go through a specific door that I found fixed it. It's not like completely game break. It's very annoying. You just have to be very careful about getting out and falling.
So the submarine moves around automatically on its own?
No, it's like it shifts. It's not supposed to. That's the thing. It's either like something bump into it, or like for some reason it sinks a little bit and you're on uneven like ground.
Mm-hmm.
So it like tilts and that slides you off into a wall, like where you're going through an inventory or something. And it just pings you out the side of it, and it's really annoying.
Yeah, that would be a good bug to have fixed before I play it. I've fallen through the world enough times on Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
We got a glip clop around here. You can find him though. Oh, he's probably in that house, isn't he? No?
Let me put it here. Maybe if I remember. Oh, I've got a book. I have like a to-do list I made myself. Did I lose it? Oh, it's in this box. It's in this box inside this other box that I carry around with me.
There's just so many monsters on here. So Alejandro, are there a lot of Minecraft streamers in Mexico?
Ending stream. Call 'em. Everybody. All one of you. Get out of here.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Oh.
What time is it? Oh, it's 11:21.
Yes. I will also be jumping out of Discord here. Maybe I'll
All
ride
right.
my bike around in the morning. Maybe I won't.
Ah, get to bed early and
I can try before the heat wave sets in and the hordes of people come out. I bet they're starting early, so I might want to be careful either way. All right. See you.
see ya. I think I might end my stream here soon too. I'm getting kind of tired. Starting to get hard to focus. Oof. It won't let me up. I don't know how there's so many monsters spawning over here. Yeah, it's pretty hard to like look at stuff in other languages and stuff while also playing Minecraft, having another conversation at the same time. I actually have to use the auto translate for a lot of these sentences because there's a lot of words in there that I can't read. People have to pay to read a comment from you? It doesn't sound like any streaming service I've ever seen. Well, I guess a lot of the streamers are like really big, so it's like unless you give them stars or something, then they won't actually ever read you. I see what you mean. Yeah, that's the biggest benefit of talking to smaller streamers is that they actually have time to focus on the chat and see what you're saying. Because when you're a big streamer and you got like a dozen people talking all at once, you're not going to read most of what everybody's saying. I already experienced that. Like when Buster's talking and I'm trying to read chat at the same time, it's It's really tricky to navigate. I'm not so good at multitasking. Though I don't think anybody is actually good at multitasking. People that are good at multitasking, what they're really good at is switching tasks really, really quickly. But they still have a blind spot on the one they're not focusing on right now. Did I sell enough to this guy? I'm gonna buy some more glass. Level 88. We're going for level 100. We're tossing away experience. Massive amounts of experience. Just going to complete waste. But it's to prove a point, I guess, maybe. These guys really don't recharge often enough. Oh, I forgot to be wearing my GeoSlicer 9000 while talking to these guys. Oh well. I think a lot of people, when they're watching a stream, they're just kind of chilling, not really trying to get involved. Oh, man, I'm pretty tired. What is it in Spanish? Tengo sueño? Necesito ir a cama? How's my farm doing up here? Oh, yep. Well, I need to go to bed. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. I guess we're mostly Spanish people in the chat right now. But, yep, I need to sleep. Not sleepy since yesterday. Yeah, when I sometimes if I go long enough without sleeping, I wake up again. Had a few times where I just skipped a whole night. So getting older now. I don't think I can do that anymore. But yeah, you gotta get sleep. Sleep is healthy. So I will be going to get sleep. Buenas noches. Buenas noches or buenas noches? No sé. But good night.